Hello everybody, this is Allshouse Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Wasteland 2 Director's Cut. In the previous episode, we started our journey off with the death of a ranger, one who was beloved by many, and we went to his last known location to try and begin the mystery of who killed him and why. And before we get into this episode, I'd just like to remind you guys to please hit the straw poll links in the description to vote for our next Let's Play and to vote on when we should upload our Mellow. I will be uploading Wednesday this week, but come Monday, if the vote is still a tie, I will be deciding it with a coin toss. That's just how it is. So if you don't want to leave it up to chance, make your vote count. And if you like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content. Don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications for when I upload. And please leave a comment down below this video. Moving on, we've explored this area, at least I certainly hope we have, and are moving on back to the Wasteland. I think our first place to hit up should be the Ag Center. Just because, well, they're friendly to us.
SOS! SOS! Is anybody out there? This is High Pool. We are under attack. I repeat, we are under attack. Raiders with mortars and explosives are blasting our walls. If anybody can hear this, come at once. Don't know how long we can hold it.
Ranger Citadel, this is Ag Center. Come in. We're under attack. The plants, they're mutating out of control. They're tearing my people apart.
Ag Center, this is Citadel Base. Can you repeat? Did you say the plants were attacking?
Yes, goddammit, the plants. Something's gone wrong with the... Oh, fuck! The door! They're breaking down the door! Fall back! Fall back!
Oh, shit.
Ranger Team Echo, this is Ranger Command. Come in. Did you copy those distress calls from High Pool and Ag Center? Over.
Affirmative. Message received.
Roger that. Listen, Echo 1, I have no one else in the area and no further intel at this time. I'm afraid it's going to have to be your decision which call to respond to first. Whichever one you choose, get there ASAP. Both situations are emergencies, and both sounded like they were deteriorating rapidly. Copy?
Both places you sent us to are suddenly having emergencies?
Uh-huh. Suspicious, isn't it, Echo 1? Like someone's monitoring our transmissions and trying to stop our little radio experiment before it starts. Keep an eye out for suspect characters. Copy?
Copy.
10-4, Echo 1. Godspeed. Ranger Command out.
So, I will tell you this right now. You have to choose which of these locations to save. You cannot save both. If you attempt to save one, start saving one, and then go to the other, both will be destroyed. Because of the companions I'd like to have on this journey, we're gonna be saving the Ag Center. It's gonna be a little difficult for us, but we'll pull it off in the end. Sorry, High Pool. We're heading in. Once you enter, do not leave the location until you are done. Citadel Base, this is Echo 1.
Roger, Echo 1. Then listen. Deal with the emergency situation first before proceeding to the satellite dish. Repeat, talk to Kathy Lawson and take care of her emergency. Then, go to the satellite dish and hook up the repeater. Protecting civilians is always a Ranger's #1 priority. Do you copy?
Copy.
Roger, Echo 1. Advise when complete. Ranger Command out.
Yeah, we're gonna want to do as he says. Oh boy, remember when I said that ammo was going to be a problem for us early on? Well, this is why. We're not really gonna have access to any shops. Help me. The pain! Oh god, something is happening. Ugh. And Ag Center is going to be rather dangerous for us, for multiple reasons I'll get into later. Suffice it to say, you're gonna want to be careful moving around here. Anyways, dig up this rock pile, which should get us, come on, something good. Let's see, some scrap, okay, ammo. I'll give that one to Rogue, she used up a fair amount in that fight. Winchester 20 megabyte hard drive, broken sunglasses, and scrap. Alright, let's see, what's this? This train was derailed by the vegetation explosion. It lies on its side like a beached whale. Yikes. What the heck was going on here? Alright, time to check out the other side. But jeez, what happened to that poor guy? Truck looks like it could drive through a bunker and keep going. The only thing that stopped it was time. Yeah, it definitely looks like a hardy tank. The truck. Apparently this young lady's name was Misbehavin'. Really? Alright, regular old box. Some 12 gauge ammo. We're actually going to need that. Make sure to always examine things before you go after them. Trust me. Otherwise, you could end up... Well... You could end up blowing yourself up. Not a fun thing to deal with. Water. Looks clean. Well, given what's going on, I don't think it would be a good idea to go after this.
Okay, this is bad.
You think?
This is kill it with fire bad.
Oh, you don't say.
Who caused this?
Who knows? Alright, we got some meta maggots. Just so I don't waste everybody's shot, or ammo. Which didn't matter anyways, because I wasted it anyways. Alright, Eagle Eye, fall back behind this barrel. Cover's going to be very good for us. So right at the edge, but you still got an 86% chance. Boom. Didn't kill it, though. Rogue, you get over here. Take a shot at this Mega Maggot. Okay, that was a waste. Whatever. See, I got this. I certainly hope you do, because the rest of us don't. Angela, get over here. Oh, one thing I forgot to go over. Precision strike. You can go for a precision strike on different parts of the bodies, like heads, abdomens, legs, mandibles in this case, or arms. Reduces their chance to hit if you hit them. Legs, on a normal thing that has legs, would... what am I thinking? It would reduce their movement. Torso, minus 30% chance to hit. Or is that just us? No, that reduces an enemy's protection. Reduces their ability to stay on target or destroy their weapons. And heads makes them go crazy. But precision strikes have a much lower chance to hit. Okay, good. It's down. Just end your turn. Let them come to us. Good. It missed. Don't have a whole lot of cover I could get to. I could try getting over here. It'd be very easy for them to flank me, but so be it. Plus 10 to hit is just too useful. Try not aiming next time. Maybe that way you'll hit him. Yeah. Oh boy. Brains? Why don't you just fall back and crouch down? And set up an ambush if you can. That's kind of like an Overwatch shot. Okay then. You know what, Eagle Eye? Go for the maggot. Better chance to hit. And then just end your turn there.
Come and get it, candy ass!
And that's what happens when your allies go rogue. They basically act without your input. Which, sometimes it can be good and work out for you. But more often than not, it doesn't. It did work out there. She took out the Superfly, which is good. Rogue, why don't you use your last AP to reload. Now, as you can see, sometimes you get bonus AP, not because of the luck, but because of the fact that I didn't use up all of my AP. Sometimes it carries over. Boom. Executed ambush. Yeah, basically as soon as they wander into range for you, you take a shot at them. Now, what's up with Angela? Fly bile. Well, let me see if I can't use my surgeon skill to get rid of that. Oh wait, I can't. Let's see, do I have anything I could use? Basic trauma kit, heals 15% con, no. 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 And no. I don't get why it's not letting me use it. Well, I guess she's just gonna have to deal with that. But first things first, let's call it.
Echo 1. Echo 1, your team's recent progress merits a number of field. Congratulations, Echo 1. You've done well.
Thank you, sir. Alright, let's take a look. Let's see, skills. Can't get any attribute points, but I do have this. Let me think. I'm not going to really need Field Medic and Surgeon much longer, so I think I'm going to start focusing on things like Alarm Disarm, Computer Science, and Mechanical Repair. I think in this one I'm going to want Alarm Disarm and Computer Science. Let's see, Eagle Eye. You got 4 points. You know what? I think I'm going to boost your perception up to the point that it recommends in the guide, because apparently there's somebody we're going to get that's better. Because you've already got a decently high sniper rifle for this point. So, let's go for this. Let's see, as for Rogue... Can only get one thing. You're the only one who has safe cracking. Lock picking. Locks that can be picked can also typically be brute forced. Not so with safe cracking. Then again, increasing your chance to hit would also be good. Yeah, I'm gonna go for hit chance, just so I don't waste as much ammo. And that should about do it. And let's get back to moving in a group. Now, you can move solo movement for, you know, getting around. Curious Pod, Junk, and Fly Legs. And it can be useful. You see that thing? This is what we need to be very, very careful of. So solo... No, let's swap over to Brains. She's not going to be doing a whole lot of damage. Because of the way that energy weapons work.
What the hell was that? Did you idiots just blow yourselves up right in front of the door?
No. No, actually we didn't. We were just taking care of that pod. See, if that thing explodes on you,
Hello? By the doors. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I want to take a look around, but fine. We'll talk to you first.
You pricks better be the damn Rangers. We've been calling for help for hours. The plants have gone crazy.
Where are the Rangers?
Time.
Do you need help?
Yes, we need help. What have I been saying? I'm opening the doors now.
Anyways, you get a rather bad status effect that, if it's not taken care of, will kill you. And there is an achievement for it, but I wouldn't recommend trying to go for it. Think those were enough shots? Can't move very far to getting in position, so I may as well head over here. Try and take a shot. Which, of course, doesn't work out, but oh well. Looks like what we're dealing with is, well, 3 more giant rabbits. Let's see, 4 AP. Any position I can move to that would allow me to crouch down and still take the shot. Yes, right over here. Didn't matter anyways. Oh, jeez. Those things really like to come at you. But anyways, yeah. It will kill you if not taken care of. And I'm not 100% sure on how to do that, so I'm just not taking any chances. Alright, you move over here away from the giant death bunny. So you're no longer being intimidated. And yeah, as you can see, energy weapons don't do a whole lot. So she's primarily going to be, well, healing our allies in the middle of battle. Gotta make every shot count. Really? When you were mocking us earlier? Ouch. There we go. Yeesh. Not really anything you can do. That's the thing about, energy weapon users. They're not all that useful in the early game. Let's see, rabbit tail, rabbit ears. Ooh, rabbit's foot. +1 luck, -2 to animal whisperer. Yeah, not really something we need. Alright. Just gotta remember, be on guard before we head inside. Okay, it doesn't really look like there's anything else left for us here. Wait, I saw something. Ah, there's something up there. How do we get up there, though? Oh, there. But anyways, yeah, like I was saying about those pods earlier before we were interrupted by battle, don't get near them. Keep your eyes open. Trust me, you don't want to get hit by that. I'm fairly certain there is a way you can avoid the impending doom, but... Well, you can... Let me rephrase that. Cure the impending doom, but... Why cure when you can outright avoid altogether? An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, as they say. Okay, back to the door and getting inside. Before that lady gets any more mad at us. Oh, and by the way, these things are based on proximity. Wait. Yeah, exploding pod fragment. So, no, you can't just sneak by them. They will explode on you, and you will get infected. A tall woman with dark skin and high cheekbones. She wears a white lab coat and has her black hair pulled back in a no-nonsense bun, through which she has stuck a much-chewed pen. She does not look happy to see you.
Rangers, where have you been?
Ms. Lawson, meet the new recruits. Recruits, meet Ms. Lawson.
Forget the friendly introductions, Angie. Wasn't the deal we made with the Rangers, we give you food, you give us protection? Well, your recruits are looking pretty goddamn well fed, but we've been up to our tits in killer tomatoes for 8 hours, and not a Ranger in sight.
You should take it from here, recruits. Learning to deal with angry citizens is part of the job.
Killer tomatoes? And killer pumpkins and killer fruit flies. All of a sudden, all of our plants have started growing out of control, mutating, exploding, attacking my people. It's like they've gone rabid or something. Didn't you hear our distress call? We've been calling for help for hours. Well, we're here now and ready to help.
About time. Now listen, we think the mutations stem from contamination in our irrigation system. Unfortunately, the computer that operates the pumps seems to be malfunctioning and we can't shut it off remotely. Maybe its circuits are overloaded from all the alarms going off. The computer is down the corridor past the airlock behind us. I can open that lock, but if you're gonna do your job and rescue our guys, see Rose. She has the current override codes for the greenhouse airlocks. Either way, we'll lead you to the computer room eventually. If you can get the computer working, you can shut down the pumps from there. If not, you'll have to go into the east and west fields and turn off the valves by hand. Now get going before any more of my people die.
What went wrong with the plants? Rose thinks it started with some contamination in the fertilization system. She also thinks it's deliberate sabotage. I hate to think that, but whatever it is, all the vegetation is growing out of control and mutating. The insects, too. They're enormous. You think someone from Ag Center is behind this? I hope not. Don't want to think anyone in here would do this. We're a happy family. We all want the same thing, to make the wasteland green again. Giant insects. How big are we talking? I saw a fruit fly as big as a bald eagle. It had a stinger like a fucking scimitar. Let's see, your people are in danger? Matt and Rose and I managed to get to safety, but the others... Who else is in trouble? The researchers and the farmers. They're still out in the fields and greenhouses. We've been watching them dying one by one on the monitors while you butterballs have been off somewhere circle-jerking each other. And for some of them, it's even worse. What could be worse than death? You saw her, that thing you met out front? She was one of my assistants. All of them were our people, and now they're... I don't know what they are. Pod people? Oh boy. What do you think of the Desert Ranger? Matt sure talks you all up, but so far you're about as impressive as a wet fart. What do you know about the computer?
Sometimes I think that thing is more trouble than it's worth. It's supposed to automate all our irrigation and feeding, but it seems to be, like, on the fritz most of the time.
Who's Matt Forrestal? He's the man in the wheelchair at the monitor desk. Hey, Rangers. He's the one who called the Ranger Citadel 8 hours ago. He was hurt. The plants had begun growing strange exploding pods, and he got caught in a blast. His whole left side is a mess. What can you tell me about Rose? Rose is our best researcher. She's in her lab trying to find out what went wrong. But even if she figures it out, she's an old lady. There's no way she could go in there and fix it. That's why we called the Rangers. What happened to the researchers? The researchers were in the greenhouses mostly. A lot of the cameras were obscured by plant growth, so I don't know what happened to them. But there were terrible screams. What happened to the farmers? I've been watching them dying for hours. I know those men. They were good friends, and now they're gone. Tell us about the layout of the facility. The east and west greenhouses, where we do most of our testing, are in this building. The west field, where we grow our fruits and veggies, and the east field, which has grazing for our animals and quarters for the farmers, are in the big enclosures on either side. They're probably all destroyed by now. You have a monitor system? Yes, the whole facility is rigged with cameras and an intercom. Though the plants have wrecked it in places, it's been horrible seeing what's going on, but not able to help. Tell me about the exploding pods.
As if the rest of this craziness wasn't enough, the plants are also starting to explode. Get too close to one of those red pods and bam! Come to think of it, everyone who's changed into one of those pod people got blasted first. If I could get one of those pods to study, intact, I might be able to come up with a cure. I suppose a handful of fragments of pods, let's say 10, would do the trick, if you can't manage to collect a whole one. If we don't find a cure, the infection will surge back and we'll all be dead.
Well, I do have some fragments, but I've only got one so far. So I'm gonna hold off on that. Tell me about the lab. Our research lab, where we experiment with new breeds. It's down the hall to the east. Now, she says east. Well, let's see. Yeah, whatever. We are investigating a distant signal and need to use your radio dish. Can you tell us where it is?
You want to use our radio dish now? Can you see we're in the middle of a fucking crisis? Fuck you. Go find it yourselves.
And I need Kiss-Ass level 2 for that. Of course.
Yes, go. Do your job. I'll open the central airlocks for you now, but remember, we might have people trapped in the greenhouses, so talk to Rose for the door codes.
And let's talk to Matt Forrestal while we're here. A lean, square-shouldered guy in a flannel shirt and jeans. He would look trim and healthy if his left arm and leg weren't all wrapped up in bandages, and his face all bruised and sliced up. He winces as he shifts around to look at you, but then gives a big grin as you approach. Matt, good to see... Oh shit, what happened to you?
Hey, Angie. Got hit by one of those exploding pods.
Are you okay?
Oh, Kathy says she can fix me up. I hope so. Hurts like the dickens.
Well, take care, Matt.
I recognize the uniforms, but not the faces. Y'all must be new recruits. Hope this ain't your first dance, though, 'cause I got the feeling it ain't gonna be a walk in the park. Name's Matt Forrestal. I guess I'm the boss around here. Used to wear one of them stars, though, back in the day.
How did you get hurt?
Got a little too close to one of those exploding pods. Now I got a little plant shrapnel souvenir. No big deal.
What do you do as the boss?
Normally, just keep everything organized and humming along. Today, get blown up, fail to help my people, I guess. Sorry, Rangers. I don't mean to be all self-pity and rain clouds. Just having a shitty day.
You used to wear the badge?
Yes, indeed. I was a ranger. Back before old Vargas's hair turned gray and Ace was just still a 3 of clubs. Quit to run the Ag Center after I took a bullet in the gut. Missed any organs, but I just couldn't move like I used to.
What are these exploding pods?
They're red seed pods that explode when you get close to them. That's what happened to me. Tried to go in and pull one of the farmers out. Damn pod went off like a grenade. Still haven't got all the shrapnel out either. Stings like damnation.
How are your people faring?
We've lost a lot of good ones, but I'm damn proud of everyone. We haven't had widespread panic. Tensions aren't spilling over too bad. Folks are doing their honest best trying to help where they can. If you find anyone as you make your way into the complex, I'll make sure you get commendations and compensation for helping them out.
Sold. Have you heard about Ace's death?
Yeah, I heard. Bet I knew before the Rangers did. Damn shame. Wish I could have gone to his retirement party. Hope you kids did him proud.
How did you know about Ace?
Heard about it from one of our farmers named Skinner. Said he talked to some wandering merchant who traveled with him and seen the attack. Recognized Ace by his description. That crazy hair of his.
What can you tell me about Skinner?
He helps cultivate the fungi in the mushroom caves. Good man, if a little too partial to snake squeezings. Last I saw of him, he was in the mushroom caves looking for his family right after the plants went loco.
Who was this merchant?
Don't know anything else about him. You're welcome to ask Skinner, if he's still alive.
Do you know anything about the attack that killed Ace?
Sorry. Wish I did. Skinner just said the merchant told him it was a strange man, but that was all. Maybe you can get more out of him.
Mushroom caves?
They're below the center. You can get to them through the computer room. Perfect for growing fungi down there.
Have any snake squeezins?
That's some foul stuff. Like gin that was made in a bathtub somebody died in. Yeah, it does take the edge off from time to time, though.
What can you tell me about the Ag Center?
Damn proud of this place. Signed on here because I figured there were ways other than shooting bad guys that I could make the Wasteland a better place. And make a profit at the same time. Not doing too bad at it either. Got a little distribution deal with the rail nomads, and hopefully Soon we'll be keeping the local communities fat and happy. Even Ranger Citadel. Of course, this little crisis might change all that. Serious setback.
What do you mean by distribution?
Well, the food ain't doing any good if it just sits here and rots, is it? I let the researchers figure out the best way of growing things. My job is to get it to the people.
Alright, tell me about the rail nomads.
Once they get themselves straightened out, we plan to use their rail lines to ship to all our customers. But until we can stop this crisis and make sure the food is safe again, nobody's gonna get fed.
What do you know about the crisis?
Don't know what happened exactly. Rose seems to think our irrigation system's been monkeyed with. Whatever it is, everything in the facility is mutating faster than we can keep track of. The plants are growing weird, exploding pods. The insects are as big as bear cats. Even the men. I don't know what they're turning into, but it's horrible. It's got to be stopped. One of our researchers, a mentor to all the rest of us. I think she's working down the hall to the left there.
How can we stop the outbreak?
Well, I don't know if we're gonna manage to find a way to reverse all this, but we gotta at least stop it from getting worse, and that means we gotta get that irrigation system turned off. You already talked to Kathy about that, right?
Yep. Do you have any supplies stocked up that we could use?
Things are a little paltry right now, but I've got some gear you can make use of.
Yeah, this is going to be the guy that we get some of our supplies from. I recommend selling off a whole lot of stuff. So you can't sell off any of this. Well, I could sell this off. Not really going to use it. Luck isn't all that useful, especially when all my characters only have one, so yeah. Let's see. Ammo. Let's see. 35, 26, 22, 24... 18. I'm going to want to buy some up for these guys. Oof, that cost me a lot. Let's get 10 for Angela. And another 10 for Rogue. Let's see, how much Angela have now? You know what, let's get a little extra. Another 5. There, that should do it. I could probably try selling off some of the ammo I'm not going to be using, like this 38 ammo, but yeah, I don't know.
Thanks for coming by, Rangers. Always good to see new recruits taking their first steps into the big wide world. Howdy, recruits. How'd you doing there?
Now, before we head off, because even though we're out of time, I think we should go and meet this Rose.
Don't touch anything!
Okay. Rose also has a high-tech artificial left hand and a revolver peeking out from under her lab coat.
If it isn't Dr. Rose. Still as creepy as ever, I see.
Hello, Angela dear. Still as fearful and technophobic as ever, I see.
After what I've been through, can you blame me? Robot arms make me nervous.
Do you say the same to your old friend Gilbert? I understand he has a new leg now.
I hate that thing. I told him not to get it.
You would rather he was still lame?
Leave me alone.
Sorry to be so brusque, children. Everything in this room is an experiment in progress, and not to be disturbed. Now what can I do for you? I assume you're the help that Matthew and Catherine said was coming from the Ranger Citadel?
That's pretty high-tech left hand you have there.
Oh, that? I lost it in a gardening accident. A traveling doctor gave me the new one. Quite a gadget, isn't it?
What kind of experiment were you doing?
We at the Ag Center are constantly looking for newer, safer ways to improve crop yield and wholesomeness. This lab is where that experimentation takes place.
What do you think of Matthew?
He's our fearless leader, and a dear, dear boy. Things have really improved here since he took over. I hope that exploding pod didn't do him any lasting damage. We need him now more than ever.
What's your take on Catherine?
She's a bright young thing. I taught her all I know about plants and seeds, and she has gone on to outstrip me in every way. A sponge for knowledge. I hope she can figure out the root of this madness. It's got me stumped.
Boo! Bad puns. What do you think of the Rangers?
I know all about the Rangers. I've been around a long time, after all. I even remember when you took over the Citadel from its former occupants.
You know about the former occupants?
Oh yes, the Guardians of the Old Order. I suppose that was before your time. But they gave the Rangers quite a fight. Almost won, in fact. I'm sure your veterans will tell you all about it.
What can you tell us about the Guardians of the Old Order?
As I said, you should ask the other Rangers about them.
Fine. What can you tell us about the Doctor?
She said she was from the east of the old prison, which is odd now that I come to think of it. Radiation's closed off the way east for years.
Do you know how it works?
I'm a botanist, not an engineer. But it's almost as dexterous as the old one. I've gotten quite used to it. I wish I could say the same about the fuel cell that powers it.
Fuel cell? What's that?
I shouldn't have brought it up. I don't like to talk about it. It's some kind of high-tech power source. The unsettling thing is that the doctor implanted it in my chest. I have a glowing blue gem set right into my sternum. And no, you can't see it. I'm much too old to be flashing my lady bumps.
Right. Wouldn't have asked, even if you offered. What can you tell us about the exploding pods?
Many of the plants are growing them now. They explode when you get near them. What's strange is some of the infected farmers and researchers are growing pods too, as if they were becoming plants as well. I don't understand it.
What do you know about this madness?
It has to be contamination in the irrigation system. We feed the plants a brew of nutrients through a series of pipes. I can only think that some strange toxin got into the mixture. Unfortunately, the computer that controls the system seems to be stuck in feed mode, and none of us who made it to the lobby is savvy enough to repair it.
The farmers are infected?
You didn't see them out in the yard? You're lucky. They're attacking everything that moves. And I'm afraid the poor fellows in the east and west fields will be affected too.
The researchers are in trouble?
Those men and women are some of my best friends. And now, I'm afraid they're changing just like the farmers. If you are willing to dare the greenhouses, you might be able to save some of them. I hope.
What can you tell us about the greenhouses?
The greenhouses are where we test new species. There's one on either side of the central corridor. I'm afraid a lot of my fellow researchers are trapped in there, if they haven't already transformed. I have the airlock codes to go in there, but I don't know if I'd dare. Not alone.
Do you have the codes?
Yes, I have the greenhouse codes, but listen. I want to come with you. I need more samples if I'm going to make sense of this mess. If you let me come with you, I'll take you through the doors myself, and I can help you find your way around. And don't worry, I have a gun. I can take care of myself. What do you say?
A gun?
Every rose has its thorns, children. Mine's an antique. Can I join you?
Sure. She is actually going to be a semi-permanent party member. For reasons I can't really go into, because they'd be massive spoilers, she's not going to stay with us forever.
Excellent. Let me just turn this burner off and I'll be all ready. We can stock up for my lab supplies if you'd like.
And as you can see from her skills, she's going to be our combat medic. That's why I only gave some minor points to Brains. Now, she doesn't have the field medic skill, but don't worry, she'll be getting it. Now, despite the fact that it's classified as a handgun, this is technically a shotgun. That's why I didn't sell off the shotgun shells. Also, I'm going to be giving all of my medical supplies from Brains to her. Like I said, she's not going to be sticking around with us forever. And I do have somebody that's good to replace her. But with that, this episode has gone on long enough. I wanted to get through most of the talking that we're going to be doing, because that's what takes up the most amount of time in this game. So that we could get to some of the more action-oriented, maybe get through a good chunk of the Ag Center next episode. But, like I'm saying, that's for next episode. So, if you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content, don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notifications for when I upload, and also don't forget to hit our straw poll links to vote for our next Let's Play, and to vote for when I should be uploading our Mellow episodes. Remember, if I still have a draw come next Monday, I will decide it by a coin flip. So if you don't want to leave it up to fate, make sure you vote. Anyways, with that... Oh, please leave a comment down below this video if you can. With that, I will see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.